Hey guys, Sean from Top 5 Fit here, bringing you some beginning exercise ideas to help you add in barefoot training to your regimen. Right off the bat, we'd like to start with, and this is something that you'll get a lot of if you've ever been to a physical therapist or even a podiatrist's office and you've had foot and ankle issues. Totalis Crunches, very easy. Place your heel on the back end of a towel and literally use your toes to pull the rest of the towel up underneath your foot. This activates a lot of intrinsic start and stop musculature within your foot and ankle. Believe it or not, there are muscles that don't go up into the lower leg. They literally start and stop in your feet. So you want to be able to activate those, utilize those kind of on their own, especially when you're talking about taking those same feet out into an uneven surface, soccer field, trail, rock wall, whatever the case may be. Great for building up endurance, strength within the arches, within the toes. Helps really stabilize the foot when you're dealing with those uneven surfaces. Number 2, walking in sand. Now, we realize that not everybody lives by the beach, but there are Home Depots and Lowe's all over the country. And within those wonderful stores are bags of tube sand, 50-pound bags of tube sand. Buy one, take it home, put it in a little box, and put your foot in it and stand there. Nothing moves all of the tissue of your foot better than sand. Sand gives, it bends, it molds, it forms. It puts your feet into what I like to call hyperextended and hypermobile positions when compared to things like the trail, things like the road, things like rock walls. So just being able to get your toes, get your arches, get your heels down in a surface that has so much variety as far as what it offers in terms of resistance and terrain, definitely will do you some good. Will help build up the feet once again and give you a little bit more chance to develop yourself out on the road or trail or wherever your training environment of choice is. Number 3, and this has a little bit more therapeutic value, rolling your feet out on tennis balls, racket balls. I have a tendency to take these balls and put them inside of freezers just to firm them up a little bit before I apply gentle pressure with the bottom of my foot onto these surfaces. This helps relax the plantar fascia, helps kind of get some knots and any unnecessary inflammation and irritation out of the heel. Again, it gives you something to kind of bend the toes around and get your foot used to the idea of manipulating uneven terrain. It'll also kind of help with any buildup of irritation or soreness that can come from just adding barefoot training into your regimen anyway. So great idea, tennis ball, racket ball, anything. They even have balls out now that have little firm knobs and nubs on them that kind of add to the pressure point value of what you're doing. So highly recommended if you're going to add barefoot training into your world, grab some of these items just to kind of keep you going until you can get to the point where you may not need them at all. Number 4, and I realize that not everybody has one. If you have access to one, by all means, get to it, the BOSU Ball. Many of you have seen these balls in gyms. Some of you even have them in your homes. It's basically a giant physio ball with a flat, hard surface on it, so you don't have to worry too much about the thing rolling away while you're standing on it. Adding to that, you want to get your feet up and actually use the rings on the ball to make sure that your posture is even, your foot position is even. That way you're not putting more weight on one foot than the other. But once you've kind of figured out the comfortable distance and space for your feet, we're rolling the ankles clockwise, counterclockwise, pushing the toes down into the ball, dropping the heels, and basically exploring every inch or range of motion that we are allowed by the foot and ankle. Once again, these tools are invaluable when it comes to you being able to stay on the trail and stay on the road and keep moving. Number 5, very simple, can be done anywhere, anytime, and you don't need special equipment. Ladies and gentlemen, walk around on your toes. You're literally going to rise up onto the balls of the feet and your toes and walk like that, almost as if you had an imaginary pair of high heels on. I realize that might make some of the guys uncomfortable, but there is something to being up on your toes for an extended amount of time, especially considering that once again you take those feet out into the training environment, you're going to spend more time on the balls of your feet and your toes than you will any place else. So the more time you can actually get moving around in that position, firing the calves, firing the Achilles, great. That's the kind of thing that's going to help you kind of get used to being barefoot out in the world a little bit faster. Hey guys, thanks again for listening. Some base level exercises, beginning level exercises that you can use to add into your conditioning routine. I hope it helps. Hope it's informative. Give us a like if you like the information. Give us some feedback. And by all means, let us know too if it has helped and if it's something that you were able to throw into your world. Thanks again.